Dear students, after studying about concept, meaning, nature and importance of knowledge, today we will deal with sources and characteristics of knowledge. Sources of knowledge. In epistemology, a common concern with respect to knowledge is what sources of information are capable of giving knowledge. The following are some of the major sources of knowledge. Perception. Perception can be felt through the experiences of the senses. The view that experience is the primary source of knowledge is called empiricism. Empiricism holds that knowledge is primarily got through our experience. Sense help us to perceive and learn. Empiricism does not believe that knowledge is innate. They believe in experimentation and observation to draw inferences. For example, the knowledge that the earth is spherical in shape first came from observations such as the shadow cast by the earth during an eclipse. Other heavenly bodies are spherical. So it was concluded that the earth is also spherical. Modern day technology supports this with actual photographs. Reason. Reason can be considered a source of knowledge either by deducing truths from existing knowledge or by learning things a priori, discovering necessary truths through pure reason. The view that reason is the primary source of knowledge is called rationalism. Rationalism accepts knowledge based on reason. Rationalists holds that at least some of our knowledge is derived from reason alone, and the reason plays an important role in the acquisition of all of our knowledge. In this case, the mind rather than the senses is responsible for generation of knowledge. Introspection. Introspection knowledge of oneself that can be found through internal self-evaluation. This is generally considered to be a sort of perception. Indian philosophy states that percepts are the starting point of knowledge generation. The senses are the gateways of knowledge. They provide information which is the processed by the mind to generate knowledge. Pratyaksha or perception by the sense is the primary source of human knowledge. Sensory perception through the use of the sense organs is accompanied by mental perception. Another source of human knowledge is interference or anuman. This goes beyond the unseen. While perception focuses on specific experiences, interference uses generalizations to gain knowledge. The third source of knowledge is shabda or words. Formal education widely uses this means to transmit knowledge or help generate knowledge. Human memory. Memory is the storage of knowledge that was learned in the past, whether it be past events or current information. Testimony. Testimony relies on others to acquire knowledge and communicate it to us. Some deny that testimony can be a source of knowledge and insist that beliefs gained through testimony must be verified in order to be knowledge. Characteristics of knowledge. Knowledge is characterized by some special features. Three aspects of knowledge. Knowledge has three main aspects. The knowledge seeker means the consciousness of the participant. The known means the field of study and the process of knowing, which connects the knower and the known. An effective blend of all three aspects leads to knowledge. Social character of knowledge. Knowledge is a shared product. Interaction of people in the society generates knowledge. It cannot be attributed to a single individual. Rather, it develops due to the contribution of different people in the society. Even if certain knowledge comes from one person, this person's previous knowledge is a product of his experience with society. Knowledge cannot be generated in vacuum. It is created, sustained, and nourished by society. Cumulative and non-depleting character of knowledge. Knowledge grows by building on what already exists and hence is cumulative in nature. The knowledge of reality is ever expanding. Discoveries of new facts, changing perceptions, and a change in the way we view and understand something leads to expansion of knowledge. Human understanding of the world around us is always in a state of change. For example, in the past, it was believed that the sun moves around the earth. As science developed, the knowledge changed and we accepted that the sun is the center of the solar system. Old knowledge gets enhanced and in some cases it gets replaced. Knowledge can never be stagnant. This leads to knowledge expansion, and in the past few decades, we are experiencing knowledge explosion. Knowledge cannot be depleted. If one uses a natural resource, it may be exhausted. But if we use knowledge or share knowledge, it does not get depleted. Existing knowledge gets refined, but one can never claim that knowledge is in a field has been perfected. Knowledge develops perspectives. Knowledge is not just explanatory, it is also interpretative in nature. Depending upon the kind of exposure the knowledge seeker has, knowledge tends to construct reality for the knowledge seeker. Knowledge is interpreted in the social context and hence is said to be perspective generating. For example, if a student gains knowledge about Mahatma Gandhi and his work, he is not just gathering facts about Gandhiji's work, he is also forming some perspectives based on the knowledge. Knowledge is transferable. Knowledge can move from place to place. Explicit knowledge in form of documents, books, etc. in particular can easily be distributed via networks to many people. We accept that knowledge is transferred from teacher to student, from our one generation to another to, or from an author to reader. Knowledge can be categorized. According to NCF 2005, knowledge can be categorized based on distinct kinds of concepts and meanings involved and processes of validation and justification. Thus, we have social sciences, mathematics, natural sciences, business studies, humanities, and arts as different areas of knowledge. Each involves its own kind of critical thinking, its own way of verifying and authenticating knowledge, and its own kind of creativity. Each category provides a lens to view the world, understand the world, and engage and act in the world. Thank you and have a nice day.